the potter and the clay. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will announce my words to you. So I went down to the potter's house, and there he was, making something on the wheel. But the vessel that he was making of clay was spoiled in the hand of the potter. So he remade it into another vessel, as it pleased the potter to make. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Am I not able, house of Israel, to deal with you as this potter does? Declares the Lord. Behold, like the clay in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand, house of Israel. At one moment I might speak concerning a nation or concerning a kingdom to uproot it, to tear it down, or to destroy it. If that nation against which I have spoken turns from its evil, I will relent of the disaster that I planned to bring on it. Or at another moment I might speak concerning a nation or concerning a kingdom to build up or to plant it. If it does evil in my sight by not obeying my voice, then I will relent of the good with which I said that I would bless it. So now, speak to the men of Judah and against the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, This is what the Lord says, Behold, I am forming a disaster against you and devising a plan against you. Now turn back, each of you from his evil way, and correct your ways and your deeds. But they will say, It's hopeless. For we are going to follow our own plans, and each of us will persist in the stubbornness of his evil heart. Therefore this is what the Lord says, Just ask among the nations, who ever heard anything like this? The Virgin of Israel has done a most appalling thing. Does the snow of Lebanon leave the rock of the open country alone? Or is the cold flowing water from a foreign land ever dried up? For my people have forgotten me, they burn incense to worthless gods. And they have stumbled in their ways, in the ancient roads, to walk on paths, not on the highway, to make their land a desolation, an object of perpetual hissing. Everyone who passes by it will be astonished and shake his head. Like an east wind I will scatter them before the enemy. I will show them my back and not my face in the day of their disaster. Then they said, Come and let's devise plans against Jeremiah. Certainly the law is not going to be lost by the priest, nor advice by the wise, nor the divine word by the prophet. Come, and let's strike at him with our tongue, and let's pay no attention to any of his words. Give your attention to me, Lord, and listen to what my opponents are saying. Should good be repaid with evil? For they have dug a pit for me. Remember how I stood before you to speak good in their behalf, so as to turn your wrath away from them. Therefore, give their children over to famine and turn them over to the power of the sword, and let their wives become childless and widowed. Let their men also be slaughtered to death, their young men struck and killed by the sword in battle. May a cry be heard from their houses when you suddenly bring raiders upon them, for they have dug a pit to capture me and hidden snares for my feet. But you, Lord, know all their deadly schemes against me. Do not forgive their wrongdoing or wipe out their sin from your sight. But may they be overthrown before you. Deal with them in the time of your anger,